Saan? Last year pa ako ready. I know. You're doing segment per segment. What? A fucking 212? How? How the fuck did you do a 212?
So more than a year ago, that was stock standard. I just picked up the car and took it out here and wanted to test it. The fastest lap I could do was a 218.
But then at least we set a record already. Let's fucking rest a bit and then fucking hit again. Great driving.
I can easily do it.
203. I know. That's the target today. Umaambon. Pero wala namang ulan eh. Maliwanag naman eh. Tera-tera na lang yan.
Anong plano ngayon, boss? What's the plan for today?
Attack. Hanggang walang ulan. I have been waiting for this fucking moment since I started mech. So this will be our first time here in Clark to race. To intentionally race, not just go here and do some laps, but to just we prepared for this. It took us 7 months to get here, so I'm excited at the same time. I just can't wait to see the outcome. It's like a fucking wedding fucking thing. My gown fits now.
Mr. Bayombong.
Sponsored by.
My name is Thomas Raldorf. I'm a Danish national living here in the Philippines and racing in the Philippines.
Hi, I'm Marbel Bayombong, owner of Meg Automotive. Where this story starts is one day, a friend, one of my good friends, Miguel, he calls me up. Hey, look at this crazy guy posting this shit on one of the groups, and he's looking for a shop to do the car. Cut the story short, the first thing he ordered from me was a set of body kits, aero kit for the car. So he orders it, and then he comes here. Tall, bigger built, white guy. He goes, "Hey, I'm Thomas."
And I didn't know who Marble was, but I found out that he was the owner. So I sat down with him and tried to explain to him what my ideas was, what the project was, and I think he was a little bit flabbergasted. He looked at me, same like I was from some fucking planet somewhere, crazy.
I want to build a time attack car to race in Australia. We were not close yet, so I couldn't tell him, "Are you fucking high?" I couldn't tell him. Because I was like, oh, okay. So what did you want to do? And then he kept on telling me things. I want to buy this sequential transmission. I want to do this much power and this much. That's a 25.
This is 30.
No, that's a 25. How much you want to bet?
This is a fucking 30.
No, that's like a 25.
That's a 30.
That's a 25. When he was about to bring his car here before his first race, he brought it in broken already. It was 4 weeks before our first race. He had a broken engine. So this is the time where we test each other. So I told him, I'll make you this engine with this power, with this, and this. Come race day. Let's see what this guy can do. Can he race? Is he all top? And I didn't know. He started to race. And every time he went in, the time was going down, 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 until I remember end of practice day, we had a 150 flat. The record on the list was a 151, so we already broke it. And then the last trial session, it was getting darker. I remember him before he started his final lap, it was already drizzling a bit. Then just right after he finishes, we got a 149.49. It rained. I was like, fuck. So we did it.
I don't know. I'm a very competitive person. People will sometimes tell me, say, "I just have fun." I said, "Yeah, I have fun when I race, but I don't go to a race unless I attempt to win." The reason why I love racing, I think, is a combination of it's you against yourself. The adrenaline, the rush of trying to improve yourself and being on the limit all the time. It's the excitement. I mean, you go out there, you have butterflies in the stomach, and you go out, you need to perform at your highest level every time. And if you don't, somebody else is going to be faster than you. I think it's the thrill of the speed and the adrenaline and just everything, even the smell of racing and the sounds I love.
The progress of the car is at probably 50% of what it can do. We are only at 600 wheel horsepower, driving a manual transmission, not wide tires. Our tires are only this wide. When we finish, we're gonna be going this wide, so that's how much we're missing. We're missing 400 to 500 horsepower more. So we are missing a lot more. And just having the automatic, the paddle shift transmission, that's gonna give us a couple of seconds advantage. The biggest mod that we did to this car is the new livery. So it's got the new colors and everything. This has the main sponsors already. So we have Scan Global Logistics from Thomas, Nankang, and AMSOIL. Also our friends from Fiberworks and Group N.
What's the new wheel set?
We got ZE40s 18 by 10.5 offset 14 with the new CRS tires. The CRS tires are 295/30 18. So you will be putting 40 mm spacers on the front and 30 at the rear. Our tires came from one of our sponsors, Nankang. This is the latest performance tires that they have, the CRS. So we have used this before and set a record with it. For our oils and fluids and everything, we use AMSOIL. So it's what we used when we started racing. It's what we use until now. And it has protected our investment. So all through the races. Garrett for the turbo, AMS for the intake manifold. We use the IAG 1150 engine, long block, catch can, and other stuff.
So this is Thomas's first run in Clark.
With this
Sa
car?
niya.
Yes. It looks nice. It looks nice. I love seeing what I built on the track. I'm not proud of it yet because it's not the end goal. It's not what we wanted. So, but I'm proud of our achievements and what we've come up so far. So.
It's you against the clock. And if you make a single mistake, then you're not going to be fast enough and someone else is going to be fast. So you have one single lap to improve everything. The intention is to keep improving the car and myself to a level where we're able to compete and be competitive.
The idea of racing in the World Time Attack Challenge was Thomas's idea. This was never in my list of things to do before I died. I never even imagined racing abroad with the cars that we made. This is an eye-opener because it's on a different level. Even I couldn't comprehend when we first started. So, check niya kung anong entry speed niya dyan, entry speed niya doon, exit speed dito, exit. So, kailangan niya i-test out yan lahat on what he thinks is correct for him. And then later on, one full lap na send it. We refresh and then you do one more, then you do hot lap.
What is rich and what is lean?
Lean is 12 above.
And 9 and 10, what is that?
It's rich.
It's on 9 and 10 most of the time.
When you full throttle, that's fine.
No, at 9 and 10 it's full throttle. I mean, I didn't go fast.
I know. You're doing segment per segment.
So I did a 212.
What?
I did a 212.
A fucking 212?
Yeah.
How?
How the fuck did you do a 212? 212?
You know what the top speed is coming through the corner?
What?
153.
Fuck. We're just playing around with the car and he was like, oh, I got a 212. What? How? He wasn't even pushing. So.
Well, the dream is to win the 2025 World Time Attack Challenge. The project is that we want to build a car in the Philippines, make it competitive enough so we can go to Australia for the World Time Attack. So you got to set your goals high to try and improve it. But if you don't, then why even try? I set goals for myself, and only I know what goal it is. So when I achieve it, I'm like, fuck, this is it. And what's next? What can I do more? And then Thomas comes in with this, let's go race in Australia. What the fuck? Are you fucking crazy? As far as I know, there's never been any Filipinos that has joined the World Time Attack Challenge. I might be wrong, but I looked through data, records, results, and I haven't noticed. It's always been something that I thought it would be nice to try. One of the things I want to do is I want to promote motorsport in the Philippines. And it would be nice that people see a Filipino team doing well. I'm bringing the whole team who built the car with me to Australia as a Filipino team, as a Filipino entry, that we can raise the awareness of motorsport in the Philippines that way. He suggests things and I suggest something crazier. Then we end up with this. It's the hunger that keeps me going every day. You know, the hunger to do something better than what I did before. Where do I see myself 5 years from now? I actually don't know, because 5 years ago, where I am now, I could have never imagined I'll be here. So I don't want to say anything. I might jinx it. But racing cars that we built in another country, not just in Australia, but I think we could take our talents somewhere. Everything seems possible now because we know what we can do, and I'm confident with the driver.
Garmin,
Camera?
camera rolling.
Yeah, it's rolling, it's rolling.
All good, all good.
Well, the end goal to this project is not just beating the top one in the Philippines. That's just step one. Because there's no points on racing abroad if we cannot meet top one here locally. So unless we beat both records in Batangas and Clark, it's useless to go abroad.
I love the fact that we can bring a Subaru out. Another thing I wanted to do with the project is, and there's a lot of people who think that Subarus are very fragile. They keep breaking down, they keep having issues. I wanted to build a car to show everyone that if it's built right, you can have a very reliable and fast Subaru at the same time.
My limitations at the moment is as far as what I can do. But my limitations tomorrow will be different. My limitations next year will be even higher. So I don't know. Like even this right here, I could have never imagined I'm doing this 5 years ago.
For me, it's either a win or back to the drawing board and find out why was I not fast enough. Whether it was me or the car or something else.
The next event will be on the 25th or 26th, I think, of July. It'll be this car's last race. So after this, after we make an official time in Clark, we will take all the parts out, bring Thomas's car in, put everything there with all the other new parts, and that's gonna be the next car. This is my car. This is not Thomas's car. Okay, the reason behind why we did this is because based on experience, I have no experience. This is the first time. So whatever I thought was the right thing to do, then it's the right fucking thing to do. Everything. I cannot work on the car all at the same time. I cannot do the body work with the roll cage, with the mechanical, with the tuning, I cannot do that. So we had to split the car into 3. We split it into 3. The original car went to another shop to do the seam weld and the roll cage and everything fixed with the air jacks. The second car is where we do the body work, where we mold everything, where we design everything. It's the second car. The third car is what we test on the engine, the transmission, the cooling. So that's how we did it. In the span of 7 months, what we have done and achieved, and what we will be able to achieve in a span of 1 year, I think you go back to this video right now and then you show what we achieved in a year, we'll probably be up here, from here.
I think the biggest struggle is to get the parts and the time that you need, because between each time we go testing, there's like 20 or 30 days, and Meg Automotive is flat out for those 20, 30 days. We're ordering parts, we're waiting for parts, the parts come in 3-4 days before the race, and then they're working day and night to get the car ready and to get it tuned on the dyno and so forth. So it's a struggle, but if we don't rush it like that, then the development of the car will be delayed and we won't be ready for 2025, then it'll be 2026. You don't get younger, you get older all the time, right? So you can call it a bucket list item. It's a dream I have, and I don't dream of doing all of this and spending all the time and energy and efforts and money and then go to Australia and be number 7. So we have to be realistic. At the end of the season this year, we need to look at how fast we are and if we are competitive enough to ship the car to Australia, or if we have to consider extending the project with a year and then keep developing the car here, because it would be a waste of time and money and effort and everything to ship the car there than not be competitive.
The end goal, there's no end goal. Because we go there not to just compete, we go there to win. We want to win. If we don't take it the first time, we're gonna try the second time and third and the fourth. We're gonna try. If we do win or get a podium there, that's not the end goal. I'm sure me and him are gonna think about, what if we race there, somewhere else, maybe in Tsukuba or maybe in Pikes Peak.
So you need to be skillful. You need to be consistent. You need to be open and listening to people teaching you and learning from your experiences and from other people. And important thing to remember is no good driver can perform if the car is not okay. On the other hand, you can have the best car in the world. If you have a shit driver, then the car can't perform. So it's a teamwork.
Coming into Australia in 2025, I think we can be Davids amongst the Goliaths there and get one. Maybe. Only time will tell. So wait for us. We'll see you guys.
Then in the end, it'll be down to me to put the perfect leg together. So let's see.
So we did our first hot lap. We got a 2:05. So things are looking great. First hit, 2:05. Putang ina.
Motherfucker. Let's go.
2:05, first hit. $2:05.
Yeah, but I lock off the brake, lock off the brake, lock off the brake.
I know. But then at least we set a record already. Let's fucking rest a bit and then fucking hit again. Great driving.
I can easily do it.
2:03. I know. That's the target today.